We survive now, at all costs.
You killed a man.
What did you do? Travis!
Pues hoy me encuentro con parte del elenco de Fear the Walking Dead. Guys, how are you? Welcome to Mexico.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
Mucho gusto.
Tell me about your Spanish.
Terrible. No.
Not great. And it's hard because when we're on set, we've got mostly Mexican crew.
We communicate well
We
when we're
communicate, but
filming.
they're all amazing at English. And so I've been wanting to learn Spanish, but they only speak to me in English because their English is so much better than my Spanish.
Tell me any word that you have learned from Spanish.
Un beso mojado.
Whoa, what did you just say?
Dame un beso mojado. Give me a wet kiss.
So let's talk about the third season of Fear the Walking Dead. What can we expect from it?
I think it's just so much more action, and we've got a great new development of our characters. I think season 2 we saw them kind of deconstructed a little bit and put in a situation trying to just understand and be in the apocalypse, and so now we finally have more fully formed characters, again getting their kind of mojo back and finding their independence and being really warriors in the apocalypse.
This season, you guys move from the boat to a valley between Mexico and the United States. How does it change the whole story?
There's a lot of themes that we explore in this season because of the change in location and new characters that come with that. Sort of just emerged as they were writing, and it wasn't planned or anything, but there are some interesting reflections
parallels
and,
in
and
it,
yeah, it's become quite relevant.
How much your characters have evolved?
I think Victor Strand has evolved a lot. I think season 3, we're looking at rebuilding Victor Strand, and now that you know all the inner workings of this man, all the things that make him who he is, now what is he going to do with that in the future? And I think that's exciting.
And now I would like to talk about, your character and your relationship with Thomas. Nowadays, we get to see more gay couples on television. What's your opinion about it?
I still don't think that we see many depictions of very complicated human beings, generally. I think especially when it comes to gay and lesbian characters, I think a lot of times they suffer certain tropes of being the fabulous, funny friend. You know what I mean? I think that television hadn't seen a character like Thomas Abigail or Victor Strand before. These two very strong, powerful men. Even their relationship was not even typically a romantic relationship. It was something else. It was a relationship of obligation, of need, of meeting of the minds, and then it developed. But then I love the fact that you got a true sense of who Victor Strand was in many ways, and then you found out something else about him. So it didn't color the character in a way that usually people lead. They lead with his sexuality instead of thinking his sexuality is just a part of who he is, a completely full human being. I think that's the journey that television has to, and the model that they have to follow even more so, to make people fuller in their experience and not just something that they think serves a narrative of being like the fabulous funny friend.
And Alycia, I would like to ask you, because in other job that you have a really nice reaction from the audience when your lesbian character died.
It's incredible how galvanized people were to then speak out, and I think it's so wonderful that it really ignited people to have a conversation, to really talk about it, and drew so much attention, which is kind of what we strive for. If we can make an impact through this artwork and really get people talking and noticing, then I think that's a fantastic beginning to really push more of these themes and ideas. But also as for, petitions, and it's so wonderful that people are so passionate.
This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being here.
As I told you before, this season you guys moved to the limit, to the border between US and Mexico, and there's another very political issue right now with the whole building the wall.
We're the refugees, the Americans are the refugees, but also what I think is interesting to examine in an apocalypse where there are no borders anymore. Once again, it's like, who are you? What are you about? What more do you have in common than what separates you? All these divides that we actually really shouldn't have as human beings, you know what I mean?
As I told you, this is YouTube, so now I'm gonna get to know you a little bit better. I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna ask you. No, it's gonna be fun. No. Favorite food?
Fried chicken.
The best part of being on Fear the Walking Dead?
The cast.
The favorite part of your body?
Legs.
The favorite show on TV right now?
Gosh, I can't think. I'm not watching anything at the moment because I'm so busy.
Chewing gum on Netflix.
Which actor, actress would you love to work with?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
What music do you listen to?
R&B.
I mean, a little of everything.
Favorite movie?
I've been watching The Godfather the last 3 days, and I'm just obsessed.
Spirited Away.
Oh, great choice.
You wish you said it, don't you?
No, I like my choice.
Best Mexican dish?
The steak at Finca Altizano in Valle de Guadalupe.
Yeah. I loved the tostadas at the tostada stand in Ensenada. That was amazing.
Okay.
You know the one. There is the only one.
Your biggest fear?
Not being able to remember anything.
Oh god, that was like a serious one. Mine was gonna be like, I don't want like to take like needles. I don't want that.
What was your plan B in case that you weren't successful as an actor?
No plan B.
Never plan B, only plan A.
Okay, just give us one little advice if you wanted to be a zombie.
If you wanted to be a zombie,
Yeah, a big advice.
don't bite people.
I'd just say bite all you can.
Okay, your favorite Latin artist?
I want to say,
Well, Shakira was like
You wanna say Shakira?
it when I was... No, Santana.
There
Actually,
you go.
Buena Vista Social Club. Buena Vista Social Club, I take it back. That's the number one.
I say Ruben Blades.
Oh, well, there we go. Good work.
We did it more than a minute. This is a very special occasion. So, your favorite social network?
If I could say social network, I'd probably go no social network.
Exactly. Instagram.
Why it is important for you guys to be here in Mexico and to get to know that a lot of people in Latin America are your fans?
I mean, it's such a big part of our show. We work with people from so many different Latin American countries, Panama, Costa Rica, Cuba, everywhere. You know, all our Latin American fans to know how that's really, it's been an enriching experience for us. So we want them to share.
I would like you to invite the people in Pura Pantalla, our viewers, to watch the third season of Fear the Walking Dead.
Join us for the 3rd season of Fear the Walking Dead.
Every Sunday, and we can't wait for you to see it. It's a really great season.
Yeah. See you then.
Thank you for being here and thank you for your time. It was really, really fun.